Put a finger down if your husband cheated on you with your supposed best friend at your work establishment and laughed at the fact that you had an incurable disease, and your husband took out your insurance money and spent it on designer bags to give to your best friend while excitedly counting down the days till you pass away. Oops, exposed. If I ever feel like life is kicking me down, I'm gonna be glad I don't have a fake cheating husband and an face-shaped friend. I constantly shift my mind to think of G1 because she has it bad. I thought the remarried empress and the cheating they had was asinine, but this is like 10 times worse and on steroids. G1 is a cancer patient who realized her life couldn't get much worse than this. In Marry My Husband, when she arrives at her apartment, she notices, why these heels look awfully familiar. I wonder why. Don't they belong to my best friend? Didn't I buy that for her? Oh shit, my best friend must be here. Oh, period. Can you guess what that nasty funky was doing? That's right, she was raw dogging her husband in her own house. Unbeknownst to this knowledge, her husband lies with her best friend in bed, talking about what he plans to do with her insurance money and her disgusting beanie. That last part is not factual, but he's laughing and scheming with her own best friend, saying, she'll be dead in 6 months. Bring back the guillotine, G1 storms in, putting them on blast, saying she's gonna expose all of them and get her money back somehow in some way. And Suman has the nerve, her best friend, to get on her knees and beg her not to. And G1 does what she was supposed to do instead of yelling her next move. She grabbed that by her hair and mollywopped her. But because Minhwa feels big and bad, he jumps in to slap her, his own wife. Oh! After that, G1 says she's not only gonna expose them, but their family. Do you know he slaps her so hard, she flies towards the table and hits her head? Oh! Obashata. Lights start to fade from her eyes, it's the end for her. But then, she awakens to being back in her old body from 10 years ago. Now, me personally, I think she died and this is her way of getting like eternal peace by doing what she wants. But for the sake of that's not canon and coolness of the story, I'll tell you what actually is happening. Before she arrived there was an interaction with the cab driver that changed her life. As soon as she left the hospital, he didn't give her the secret formula to cure cancer or maybe enough money to help with it, or maybe a cute beanie to replace that ugly one because that's obviously the most important thing. At the end of the ride, he gives her a piece of candy and her money back, telling her everything will be okay and she will find an amazing husband. Spoiler alert, he lied and died in a car crash shortly after. JK, that's not actually true. Oh my god. That was actually her father, who is dead. Actually the same thing she was supposed to by. He's given her a second chance. Now she has the opportunity to fix her life. Now her idea is to get revenge and destroy both of them while she's alive, undetectable and allegedly unbeknownst to their affair. Revenge is a dish best served cold, especially when your original body is out cold. She has a hasty reaction immediately waking up in her old body, dissing the both of them in her workplace, and is basically recounting her previous steps. This is her moment to fix what went wrong with her life. She could possibly end up with her, per se, hotter boss. I mean, look at the material versus Minhwa. The bar was in hell. On this day in particular, all three of them are gonna get together and eat some chicken, and G1 wants to do some damage. So now her inner dialogue as she's getting ready, her master plan is to not only let Suman marry Minhwa, but use them for their assets and dip. I would personally let them get together and then ruin it and then just dip, but hey, she's the OC, she's the main character, I'm gonna let her do her thing and I'm gonna support her from the sidelines. Now my biggest question and concern is that is everything going to somehow like blow up in her face and line back up and she can't change history, or is she gonna fall back in love with Minhwa? Because they made it to the step of marriage, so there was obviously some kind of deep connection, right? But if he cheated once, you know, he'll do it again, except it didn't happen yet, but you keep your guard up, you know what I mean? These are my thoughts and I like it. Y'all should check it out down below by clicking the links down in the description, only if you want to, and if you want to subscribe to me, leave a like on the video and share it. I mean, hey, I would recommend it. It's all up to you though, but I will see you guys out. Peace.